I pull up to SeaTac Airport departures on Thursday night, rain hammering the windshield. Sarah leans over and kisses me quickly. Already dropped my Honda here yesterday for prep meetings, she says, grabbing her carry-on. So you've got the family car this weekend. See you Friday night. Love you. Love you too. She's out the door, disappearing through the sliding glass entrance in her black blazer and perfect corporate smile. I shift into drive. That's when Noah's hand clamps onto my forearm. Not a tap, a grip. Dad. His 8-year-old voice trembles. We can't go home tonight. I glance at him in the rearview mirror. He's pale, rigid in his booster seat, eyes too wide. Before I can respond, he shoves a folded paper into my hand. Under the dome light, I read his shaky handwriting. 3 days ago, 11 p.m., Mom's office, I heard everything. What did you hear? Thursday night, 11 p.m. sharp. That's what Mom said. Tears well in his eyes. And there was a man's voice. I saw her writing on your blueprints, Dad. My heart stops. What blueprints? He fumbles with his smartwatch. I took pictures. The first photo shows my house blueprints on Sarah's desk, circled in red marker with her handwriting, "Sabotage here." The second shows her laptop screen reflected in the window, a video call with a dark-haired man I've never seen. Please, Dad, Noah's voice cracks, please believe me this time. This time, because he's tried to warn me before. The strange car outside our house, I said he was imagining things. The 2 a.m. phone call, I said it was a dream. I dismissed him, sent him back to bed while I chased promotions at Boeing. Traffic flows around us, horns honk. I believe you, I say quietly. I'm sorry I didn't before. His exhale is shaky with relief. I'm an engineer. I calculate risk for a living. The equation is simple. Risk of believing him and being wrong means we waste a night. Risk of not believing him means something terrible happens. But I won't rush in blind. If Sarah planned something for tonight, I need to see it, document it, build evidence. We're going to watch the house, I tell Noah, from a distance. I drive to Lake City Park, half a mile from our house, and park under oak trees. While Noah waits in the locked truck, I make 2 calls from a payphone. First, James Kim from Boeing. I need your camera, tonight, no questions yet. 20 minutes later, he hands over his Sony with telephoto lens. The concern in his eyes is clear, but he doesn't push. Second stop, convenience store. 2 prepaid phones, paid cash. By 8:30 p.m., we're back in the park. Through the camera zoom, I can see our house. Blue door, maple tree, porch light glowing. It looks safe. It looks like home. Noah sits quietly, his initial fear settling into heavy dread. The minutes crawl. 9 unk, 9:30, 10 unk. At 10:15, my regular phone buzzes. Unknown number. Is the house empty? My blood runs cold. I photograph the message with the burner phone. Evidence. While we wait, I open my laptop and pull up our bank accounts. Sarah's credit card statements load slowly. I start scrolling. Cash withdrawals, small, regular, easy to miss. $500 here, $800 there, but consistent every week. Going back, I scroll further back. The withdrawals started 14 months ago. My hands shake as I calculate. Roughly 73 zons withdrawn over more than a year. Then I find the email from 8 months ago. Insurance policy increase notification. Life insurance raised from $1 million to $3 million. Home insurance from $500K to $1.5 million. I don't remember signing these, but the digital confirmation came through my email, my password. Sarah has access to my laptop. She could have done this herself. I keep searching. Hotel receipts on her card from 6 months ago. Downtown Seattle, the romantic kind. Nights she said she was working late. I Google the hotel address plus financial consultant. A LinkedIn profile appears. Derek Walsh, professional headshot, polished smile, helping clients achieve financial freedom. Something nags at me. I add Derek Walsh, Colorado to the search. Third result, financial consultant questioned in insurance fraud case. Boulder, Colorado, 5 years ago. Derek Walsh investigated for connection to suspicious death and insurance payout. Charges dropped, insufficient evidence. The article notes a pattern. 3 clients died unexpectedly, large payouts, widows disappeared. Dad, look! Noah's whisper snaps me back. Down our street, a dark van rolling with lights off, no front plate. I grab the camera, start recording. Through the zoom, I capture the rear plate. 7Y293, 2 men exit. Black tactical gear, faces covered. They move like professionals. No hesitation, pure efficiency. One launches a small drone. It circles our house for 30 seconds, checking windows. Reconnaissance. The second man walks to our front door. I expect him to break in. Instead, he pulls out a key. My key. The deadbolt turns. They walk inside. How do they have a key? My voice cracks. Mom gave it to them, Noah whispers. Under the back doormat. I heard her. Through the camera, flashlight beams sweep our windows. Then, a brief orange flash. Within seconds, smoke curls from multiple windows simultaneously. Professional arson, multiple ignition points, accelerant. The flames spread fast, too fast. Orange light blooms through our home. Glass shatters from heat. I keep filming, even as tears blur my vision. If Noah and I were inside, asleep, we'd have 2 minutes, maybe less. The 2 men walk out calmly. One photographs the flames with his phone. Proof of completion. They drive away just as sirens wail in the distance. I call 911 on the burner, disguise my voice. Fire at 2314 North Lake City Way, fully engulfed. I hang up before they can ask questions. Strategic. I'm not ready to reveal we're alive. Fire trucks arrive within minutes, but I can see from here it's too late. The fire is too hot, too thorough. They'll contain it, maybe save the neighbors' houses, but ours is gone. 2 years of carefully designed beams and safety systems turned to ash because my wife decided we were worth more dead than alive. Noah cries quietly beside me. I told you, Dad. You saved us, son. I pull him close. You saved our lives. My 8-year-old saved us from being burned alive. As firefighters battle the blaze, I pull out my phone and find a contact I haven't used in 5 years. Patricia Hayes, attorney at law. My father gave me her card on his deathbed. If you ever need someone who won't back down, call her. It's nearly midnight. She answers on the 3rd ring. Patricia Hayes. Ms. Hayes, I'm Ethan Morrison, John Morrison's son. He told me to call if I ever needed help the police couldn't provide. A pause. John's son. What happened? The words pour out. Noah's warning, the surveillance, the fire, the insurance increases, the cash withdrawals. Derek Walsh. She listens without interrupting. Where are you now? Lake City Park, watching firefighters. Don't go near the scene. Your wife has a perfect alibi. Airport cameras will show she's in San Francisco. You need more evidence before involving police. Her voice carries absolute certainty. Your wife's car at the airport. That's where we'll find it. I have a spare key. Of course you do. You're an engineer. I can hear her smile. Meet me at my office tomorrow, 9 a.m. There's a motel near the airport, SeaTac Inn. Check in tonight, pay cash, fake name. Keep Noah safe. She tried to kill my son. I know, and we'll make her pay, but we do this right, or she walks. The SeaTac Inn smells like cigarettes and cleaner. The clerk doesn't question my cash payment or John Smith signature. Noah collapses onto the bed, asleep within minutes. I sit with my laptop open, unable to sleep. It's 1 a.m. I pull up Sarah's credit card statements again, looking deeper. Her business expenses card shows charges I never noticed. Restaurants for 2, a $200 jewelry purchase I never received, spa days, expensive clothes. The spending started 14 months ago, the same time as the cash withdrawals. But there's more. Hardware stores, gloves, plastic sheeting, accelerant-labeled painting supplies, a burner phone. She's been planning this for over a year. I search for Derek Walsh again, digging deeper. 2017 Montana. Derek's client dies in car accident. Wife collects 1.2 M. Disappears. 2015 Oregon. Client drowns. Wife receives $800K. Moves out of state. 3 suspicious deaths. 3 large payouts. 3 vanishing widows. Derek Walsh connected to all. Always walking free. I pull up the Colorado article again. Victim, Thomas Brennan. Wife, Rebecca Winters. There's a grainy photo of a blonde woman, face turned away. The build matches Sarah. Hair color matches. I search deeper. Rebecca Winters, Colorado, and Thomas Brennan house fire, 2019. Thomas Brennan, 42, died with his 6-year-old daughter, Emily. Rebecca survived. She was at work during the fire. She collected $2.1 million and disappeared 3 months later. Emily was Thomas's daughter from his first marriage. Rebecca was the stepmother, just like Noah is my biological son, born after years of IVF struggles. 6-year-old Emily, 8-year-old Noah, both collateral damage. My hands shake as I search more. 2015, Oregon, drowning. 800 K. 2017, Montana, car accident, 1.2 M. 2019, Colorado, house fire, 2.1 M. 2024, Seattle, house fire, attempted, 4.5. 4 crimes, 10 years, different names, different states, same pattern, marry, wait, increase insurance, stage accident, collect, disappear, and Derek Walsh, always nearby, the professional facilitator. How many times has my wife done this? Who is she really? Noah wakes around 3 a.m., finds me still researching. He sees the articles, the photos. That little girl died too? I can't lie. Yeah, buddy, I think Mom has done this before. She tried to kill other families? His voice is tiny. I think so. He climbs onto the bed beside me. I'm glad I warned you. Me too, son. By sunrise, I have a timeline documented. 4 murders, at least $8.3 million in fraud, multiple identities, and Derek Walsh throughout. At 8:30 a.m., we drive to Patricia's office, an old brick building downtown, 3rd floor. Patricia Hayes is in her 50s, sharp eyes, gray blonde hair. She looks at Noah first. You're the young man who saved his father's life. That took real courage. She turns to me. Show me what you found. I walk her through everything. Surveillance video, insurance changes, Derek Walsh's history, the Colorado fire, the pattern. Her expression grows grimmer with each detail. Ethan, this isn't just attempted murder. She sits back. Your wife is a serial killer. We're looking at multiple homicides across state lines. The words hang heavy. Serial killer. My wife. What do we do? We need ironclad evidence. Right now, Sarah thinks she succeeded. She'll make moves, insurance claims, planning to disappear with Derek. Patricia picks up her phone, and I know exactly where to start. Her car. She dials. Detective Foster, Patricia Hayes. I have a situation requiring immediate attention and absolute discretion. Can you meet me at SeaTac Airport in 1 hour? She hangs up and looks at me. We're going to search that Honda, legally, carefully, with a detective as witness, and we're going to find everything we need to stop her. Noah squeezes my hand. Are we going to win, Dad? I look at Patricia's confident expression, then back at my brave son. Yeah, buddy, we're going to win. Detective Robert Foster meets us at Patricia's office at 10 a.m. He's African-American, late 40s, salt and pepper hair, and the kind of steady presence that makes you trust him immediately. Patricia introduces us. Detective Foster specializes in insurance fraud cases. He's also someone who believes evidence over assumptions. Foster shakes my hand, then kneels to Noah's level. You're a brave kid. Your dad told Ms. Hayes what you did. Noah nods shyly. Foster reviews my documentation, surveillance video, the timeline, Derek Walsh's history, the insurance increases. His expression darkens with each revelation. 28 years on the force, he says quietly. I've seen evil. But planning to burn your own child? He shakes his head. That's a special kind of monster. Will you help us? I ask. Without question. His eyes are firm. Your wife tried to kill a child. I have a son too. This ends now. Patricia leans forward. But we need more. These texts and patterns are strong, but a good defense lawyer could dispute them. We need her voice confessing. The car, Foster says. Airport parking, that's where criminals get sloppy. Ethan has a spare key, Patricia adds. We can search it legally, it's marital property. Foster nods. I'll come as official witness. We document everything, chain of custody pristine. If we find evidence, it's admissible. An hour later, we're at SeaTac Airport, long-term parking, Level 3, Section B. Sarah's silver Honda CR-V sits in slot 247. I unlock it with trembling hands. Foster pulls on gloves, hands me a pair. Touch nothing without gloves. I'll video the entire search. He starts recording. Friday, November 15th, 10:47 a.m. Searching vehicle belonging to Sarah Morrison with owner's consent via spouse, Ethan Morrison. Patricia keeps Noah back while Foster and I search methodically. Glove compartment, registration, insurance papers, nothing unusual. Center console, receipts, lip gloss, parking tokens. Under passenger seat, my fingers touch plastic. A burner phone. Found something, I say. Foster zooms in. I power it on. 15% battery. One saved contact. D's, I open messages. My hands shake as I read. 5 days ago. Sarah, I can't keep living this lie. I want to be with you. D, then do it. Insurance money. Fresh start. 4 days ago. Sarah, I'm scared. What if something goes wrong? D, babe, I found the guys, professionals. It'll look like his gas system failed. His design. No one suspects an engineer's mistake. 3 days ago. Sarah, I got the $50K cash. D, good girl. Leave the key under the back doormat. They'll handle everything Thursday night. I keep scrolling, bile rising. Sarah, what about Noah? Dia, collateral damage, babe. You want a new life or not? Can't have a kid without a father. Sarah, you're right. No loose ends. The phone nearly slips from my hands. Collateral damage, I whisper. She called our son collateral damage. Foster's jaw clenches. Keep going. Document everything. In the glove box, a receipt. $50,000 cash withdrawal, Monday. Sarah's signature. Center console, a key. Number 247, airport storage locker. I hold it up. Storage unit. Foster nods grimly. We'll get a warrant. In the trunk, my blueprints, my gas system designs for our house, covered in red circles in Sarah's handwriting. Sabotage here, make it look like accident. Blame design flaw. She studied my work for months, learned my engineering to weaponize it. But there's something else in the trunk. A small USB drive in a hidden compartment under the spare tire liner. Got something, Foster says, photographing the location before removing it. Patricia plugs it into her laptop with screen recording running. Files load. Insurance documents with forged signatures. Photos of my blueprints with annotations. A timeline titled Project Freedom. Budget spreadsheet. 73K expenses. Expected 4.5 TMO return. Then Patricia opens a hidden folder. Colorado 2019. Photos of Sarah with a different family. A man who isn't me. A young girl, maybe 6 years old. And a scanned news article. House fire kills 2 in Boulder. Wife survives. Thomas Brennan, 42, and his daughter Emily, 6, died in a house fire. Wife Rebecca Winters survived, collected 2.1 M, disappeared 3 months later. Patricia zooms in on a photo. That's Sarah. Different hair, but that's her. Foster takes the laptop, scrolling through more files. There are more. Look. Financial records under multiple names. Amanda Pierce, Rebecca Winters, Jennifer Cole. She's done this before, I breathe. Multiple times. Foster pulls out his phone. This just became federal. Interstate serial murder. I'm calling the FBI. Within 2 hours, FBI agent Linda Morrison arrives. No relation to me, she clarifies. Mid-40s, sharp suit, sharper eyes. Detective Foster briefed me. We've actually been watching Derek Walsh for 2 years. She spreads files on Patricia's desk. Could never get solid evidence, until now. She shows us Derek's full history. 3 insurance fraud investigations, 2 mysterious deaths, always walking away clean. He's the facilitator, finds vulnerable wealthy men, helps his partner, your wife, marry them, then stages accidents. Agent Morrison's voice is clinical. We suspected a pattern but couldn't prove connection. Foster adds, we need to interview Noah, with a child psychologist present. 2 hours later, in a child-friendly interview room, Noah tells his story to Dr. Sarah Chen while we watch through one-way glass. 3 months ago, I saw a man at our house when Dad was at work. Mom called him Uncle Derek. Noah's voice is small but steady. He gave me an expensive robot toy, said, keep it secret from Dad. Why keep it secret? Dr. Chen asks gently. Because 1 month ago, I saw Mom and Uncle Derek kissing in the kitchen. Mom got really mad. She said if I told Dad, he'd leave us and I'd never see him again. Tears roll down Noah's face. I was scared Dad would leave. My heart breaks. Noah stayed silent because Sarah threatened him with losing me. That's why I didn't tell earlier, Noah sobs. But then I heard them planning something bad, and I knew I had to warn Dad, even if he left. Through the glass, I'm crying. Patricia squeezes my shoulder. Agent Morrison turns to Foster. We arrest Derek tonight, offer him a deal, testify against Sarah, get 15 years instead of life. Will he take it? Patricia asks. Men like Derek always do. They're narcissists, not loyalists. That evening, FBI arrests Derek Walsh at his apartment. He lawyers up immediately, but Agent Morrison is persuasive. We have everything, Derek. Text messages, financial records, 4 murder cases across 3 states. You're looking at federal death penalty, Derek's lawyer whispers in his ear. But, Morrison continues, testify against Sarah Morrison or Amanda Pierce or whoever she really is, and we'll recommend 15 years, eligible for parole in 10. Derek's face goes white at the name Amanda Pierce. You know that name? Morrison observes. Want to tell us about Amanda? 6 hours later, Derek's confession is on record. I met her 18 months ago. She approached me at the gym, said she knew my history, had a proposal, 50-50 split on insurance money. Derek's voice is hollow on the recording. She showed me her husband's Boeing salary, the insurance policies, said she'd done it before, knew exactly how. How many times? Morrison asks. She mentioned Colorado specifically, said it was easy, the husband and his kid. But there were others. Oregon, Montana. She said I was her 4th partner. Derek looks up. I'm not the mastermind. Amanda is. She plans everything. I just find the arsonists, create alibis, manage money transfers. And the child? Noah Morrison? Derek's face twists. Amanda called him a necessary loss. Said you can't leave a kid without a father. Too many questions. She said he had to die too. The recording ends. Foster looks at me. This is enough. Combined with the physical evidence, we have her. But she thinks I'm dead, I say. How do we... My phone buzzes, Sarah's number. Everyone freezes. I look at the screen. Liam, are you there? The house? Oh God, what happened? Don't answer, Morrison says. Let her panic. But I have a better idea. I grab the burner phone and type. Hey babe, Noah and I stopped for late dinner. Home soon. I send it to Sarah's number. We wait. 30 seconds, a minute. Then my regular phone rings. Sarah. I don't answer. She calls 3 more times. She knows, Patricia says. She knows you're alive. Morrison smiles coldly. Good. Now she'll make mistakes. FBI tracks Sarah's phone. She arrived back in Seattle at 11 p.m. Friday. Never actually went to San Francisco. The flight cancellation receipt is in her email. She drives to the house first, sees the smoking ruins, police everywhere. Her performance begins, screaming, crying, collapsing against an officer. But when police say, no bodies found yet, her micro-expression isn't grief, it's fear. Then my text arrives. Through surveillance footage, we watch her face go bone white. She runs to her car and speeds away. FBI follows at a distance. She drives to Derek's apartment, finds it empty, police tape across the door. She calls Derek's phone. FBI answers. This is Special Agent Morrison, FBI. Sarah hangs up immediately. Then she drives to a storage unit facility in Renton. FBI gets a warrant within 20 minutes. The unit contains $48,000 in cash, fake IDs, Rebecca Winters, Amanda Pierce, Jennifer Cole, 2 one-way tickets to Grand Cayman dated next week. Another USB drive. Morrison opens the drive. Jesus Christ. Money laundering plans, offshore accounts in 3 names, and photos, crime scene photos from previous fires, Thomas Brennan and Emily in Colorado, another family in Montana, a man in Oregon. These are her trophies, Morrison says quietly. She kept photos of every kill. Foster finds a notebook, dates, locations, insurance amounts. The final entry, Seattle, ENN Morrison, 4.5 M, Thursday complete. Morrison runs the Amanda Pierce name through federal databases. Got her, born Amanda Pierce, Columbus, Ohio, 1991. She pulls up records. Married twice before Thomas Brennan. Both husbands died mysteriously. How many? I ask. First husband, 2015, drowning in Oregon, $800K payout. Second husband, 2017, car accident in Montana, 1.2 MS. Third, Thomas Brennan and his daughter Emily, 2019, house fire, Colorado, 2.1 M. Fourth, U.S. attempted, 4.5 M. Morrison does the math. 4 complete murders, 1 attempted, 6 victims total if you count the children, spanning 10 years, total fraud, over $8 million. And Derek Walsh, Patricia asks, connected to all of them as financial consultant. He's been her partner the entire time. Foster shakes his head. She's a serial killer, pure predator. Morrison closes the files. Tomorrow morning we bring her in. Saturday, 9 a.m., routine questioning about the fire. She'll think it's standard procedure. What about Ethan? Patricia asks. Morrison smiles. Ethan will be there, alive. We're going to break her. Will she confess? I ask. She's a narcissist and a sociopath. She's proud of what she's done. She kept trophies. Morrison's voice is certain. When confronted with overwhelming evidence and Derek's betrayal, she'll talk. People like her always do. They can't help themselves. That night, I sit in the motel with Noah. Tomorrow, I'll face the woman who tried to kill us. The woman I loved for 15 years. The woman who never existed. Dad? Noah's voice is quiet. Will she go to jail? Yeah, buddy, for a very long time. Good. He pauses. I don't want a mom who tried to hurt us. I pull him close. You don't have to. We're enough. Just you and me. And Ms. Patricia. And Detective Foster. And Agent Morrison. I smile despite everything. Yeah, we've got good people on our side. The good guys always win, right? I think about Thomas and Emily Brennan, the families in Oregon and Montana, all the people who didn't get a warning like we did. Not always, I say honestly. But this time we're going to win. Noah falls asleep in my arms. I stay awake, watching the door, the window, keeping him safe. Tomorrow, Sarah Morrison, Amanda Pierce, will learn that her victims survived. And tomorrow, we get justice. Saturday morning, 9 a.m., Seattle Police Headquarters, Interrogation Room 3. I stand behind the two-way mirror with Noah, Patricia, and Agent Morrison. Detective Foster is inside, arranging files on the metal table. The room is stark. Concrete walls, fluorescent lights, a camera in the corner recording everything. She should arrive any minute, Morrison says, checking her watch. We told her it's routine questioning about the fire. Noah grips my hand. Dr. Chen, the child psychologist, stands beside him. You don't have to watch this, Noah. You can wait outside. No, his voice is firm. I want to see. At 9:07, an officer leads Sarah into the room. She's dressed in black, minimal makeup, hair pulled back, the grieving widow. She sits across from Foster, hands folded, face composed. Thank you for coming in, Mrs. Morrison, Foster begins. Just some questions about Thursday night's fire. Anything to help find my family. Her voice breaks perfectly. My husband, my son, they were everything to me. I feel Noah stiffen beside me, even through the glass, watching her lie so effortlessly it's like being cut with a cold blade. Foster opens a folder. Walk us through Thursday. Start with the morning. I left for the airport around noon, had meetings in San Francisco. I'm in marketing. We're launching a new campaign. My flight was at 3 p.m. What airline? Alaska, flight 447. Foster makes a note. And you flew back yesterday? Yes. When I landed, I had messages about the fire. I came straight from the airport. Her voice trembles. They told me no bodies were found yet. That means there's hope, right? We're still investigating. Foster slides a paper across. Here's the thing, Mrs. Morrison. Alaska Flight 447 was canceled Thursday morning. Weather delays. Sarah doesn't miss a beat. Oh, I took a later flight. I don't remember the number. I was so stressed about the meetings. Your credit card shows a hotel charge in Seattle Thursday night, the Paramount Hotel downtown. For the first time, Sarah's composure cracks, just slightly. That must be a mistake. Agent Morrison enters the room. Sarah's eyes track her. Suit, badge, FBI credentials. Mrs. Morrison, I'm Special Agent Morrison, FBI. We need to talk about some inconsistencies in your story. I don't understand. I want to help find my family. Morrison drops a photo on the table, the storage unit. Recognize this? Sarah stares. No. Unit 247, Renton Storage, rented under your name. We executed a warrant this morning. Morrison slides more photos, the cash, the fake IDs, the airline tickets. Sarah's face drains of color. I don't know what that is. 2 one-way tickets to Grand Cayman, dated next Tuesday. One for Sarah Morrison, one for Derek Walsh. At Derek's name, Sarah's eyes widen. Let's talk about Derek, Morrison continues. Your financial advisor, or should I say, your partner. Morrison plays a recording. Derek's voice fills the room. I met her 18 months ago. She approached me, said she'd done it before. Colorado, the husband and his kid. She called the boy necessary loss. Amanda is the mastermind. I just help. Sarah sits perfectly still. The mask is cracking piece by piece. Derek gave you up, Foster says. Plea deal. He's testifying against you. Something shifts in Sarah's eyes, not panic, cold calculation. She's reassessing, planning her next move. I want my lawyer. Of course, Morrison smiles. But first, let me show you something. She opens another folder. Let's talk about Rebecca Winters. Sarah freezes completely. Rebecca Winters, Morrison repeats. The woman who survived a house fire in Boulder, Colorado, 2019. Her husband, Thomas Brennan, and his 6-year-old daughter, Emily, died. Rebecca collected $2.1 million and disappeared. She slides a photo across. Sarah in Colorado, different hair, same face. Or should I call you Amanda Pierce, your real name? Sarah says nothing. Her face is a mask. Born Columbus, Ohio, 1991. First husband died in a drowning accident, Oregon, 2015. You collected $800,000. Morrison drops another file. Second husband, car accident, Montana, 2017, $1.2 million. More files hit the table. Thomas Brennan, Colorado, 2019, $2.1 million. And now, Ethan and Noah Morrison, Seattle, 2024, $4.5 million. Morrison leans forward. 4 murders over 10 years, 6 victims if we count the children. That's serial murder, Amanda. Federal death penalty case. Sarah's lawyer arrives then, a public defender, the best Seattle PD could provide on short notice. Sarah whispers to him, but Morrison continues laying out evidence. The burner phone texts, the blueprints with Sarah's handwriting, the USB drives, the offshore accounts, Derek's testimony, the trophies, 45 minutes of airtight evidence. Finally, Sarah looks up. Her eyes have changed, cold, empty, calculating. The mask is gone. I want to make a statement, she says quietly. Her lawyer tries to stop her. Mrs. Morrison, I strongly advise, I'll talk. She looks at the camera. But I want immunity for full cooperation. Morrison laughs. Immunity? You killed 6 people. 5, Sarah corrects. Ethan and Noah aren't dead. The room goes silent. That's right. Sarah leans back. They're alive. I know because Ethan texted me Thursday night, so that's attempted murder at most, and I have a good insanity defense for the others. Behind the glass, my hands clench into fists. Want to test that theory? Morrison's voice is ice. Or do you want to hear from someone? She nods to Foster. He opens the door. I walk into the interrogation room. Sarah's reaction is pure shock. She stands, stumbles backward, grabs the table for support. You're alive. Thanks to our son. I stay by the door, hands in pockets to keep them from shaking. Noah heard you, warned me, saved us both. Sarah's eyes dart to the mirror. Noah? I nod. For a long moment she just stares. Then she laughs, bitter, cold, devoid of humanity. How long have you known? Since Thursday night. We watched them burn our house. I step closer. Our 8-year-old son saved us because he was brave enough to warn me, something I should have listened to weeks ago. Sarah sits down slowly. Her lawyer whispers urgently, but she waves him off. You want to know why, Ethan? Yes. She looks me in the eye, and I see complete honesty for the first time in 15 years. Because I'm good at it. The words hang in the air. I'm not a monster. I'm practical. Her voice is matter-of-fact. I was diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder at 19. I don't feel things like you do. Never have. You held our son as a baby and felt nothing. Just wait. She shrugs. Every hug, every I love you, scripts. I studied what good mothers do, then performed it. But inside, empty. Behind the mirror, I know Noah is hearing this. My heart breaks for him. I married you because you were perfect, stable, wealthy, trusting, Boeing engineer with good insurance. You worked late constantly, easy to plan around. She leans forward. I studied your blueprints for months, learned exactly where to sabotage, made it look like your design flaw. Poetic, really. And Noah was going to die in his sleep, quick, painless. She says it like discussing groceries. Better than years of therapy and resentment. I was being merciful. I feel rage building, but keep my voice level. You called him collateral damage. Derek wrote that. But yes, accurate. Can't leave a kid without a father. Too many questions. He had to go. Morrison steps forward. Tell us about Colorado. Sarah's eyes light up. She's proud. Thomas was weak, easy to manipulate. Emily was his daughter from his first marriage. Sweet kid. Almost made me feel something. She pauses. Almost. But she wasn't mine. Not my problem. Montana? Oregon? First was Oregon. Drowning. Simple, elegant. Montana was riskier. Car accident, had to cut the brake lines. But it worked. She looks at Morrison. I've been doing this for 10 years. 4 successful completions. 1 attempt. Over $8 million. Not bad. Her lawyer has his head in his hands. Foster leans in. Why Derek Walsh? Derek found me in Montana, recognized what I was. Takes one to know one. We became partners. He's good at finding the arsonists, creating alibis, managing money, but the plans, the marriages, the kills, all me. I step closer to the table. My hands are steady now, voice clear. Did you ever love me? Any of it real? Sarah looks at me. No hesitation. No. Not even in the beginning? You were a mark from day one. I researched you for 3 months before we met at that coffee shop. Knew you were perfect. Lonely engineer, dead parents, desperate for family. She tilts her head. I gave you what you wanted. You gave me what I needed. Something in me shatters and heals simultaneously. The woman I loved never existed. I've been mourning a ghost for 15 years. Noah wanted to testify. I say quietly. To tell you himself what you did to him. For the first time, something flickers in her eyes, not remorse, curiosity. But I said no. You don't deserve his words. I lean on the table. You're going to prison. Federal death penalty case or life without parole at minimum. And we're going to live, really live, heal, grow, be happy. I stand up straight. That's your punishment, Amanda. Not death, not prison, but knowing that your victim survived, that we're going to have full, beautiful lives while you disappear into a cage. You'll be forgotten. We'll be free. Sarah's face twists, the first real emotion I've seen. Not fear, rage. I won't see prison, she hisses. Good lawyers, diminished capacity, personality disorder. I'll get a hospital, not a cell. Morrison steps forward. Try it. We have 4 murder cases, 3 states, 10 years of premeditation. You kept trophies, Amanda. Photos of your victims, planning documents. That's not insanity. That's pride. Foster adds, Derek's testimony will bury you. He's giving us everything. The arsonists' names, the money trails, every detail. Sarah looks between them, then at me. For the first time, I see genuine fear. Amanda Pierce, Morrison says formally, you're under arrest for the murders of Thomas Brennan, Emily Brennan, Michael Foster, and James Richardson, and the attempted murders of Ethan Morrison and Noah Morrison. Additional charges include insurance fraud, arson, and conspiracy to commit murder across state lines. As they cuff her, Sarah looks back at me one final time. I hate you, she says quietly. I know, I reply. You always did. I just didn't see it. The door closes behind her. 3 months later. The trial is a media sensation. Black Widow serial killer. Sarah pleads not guilty, tries the insanity defense. Her lawyers argue personality disorder, diminished capacity, coercion by Derek Walsh. The prosecution destroys it. Derek testifies for 6 hours. Every detail, every murder, every plan. Amanda was always in control. I just facilitated. She's the predator. The arsonists testify, caught through the van registration. They describe how Rebecca provided keys, blueprints, explicit instructions, paid them $20,000 each. Digital forensics recover every deleted message from the burner phone. The timeline is irrefutable. 4 murders, 1 attempt, 10 years. I testify about Noah's warning, about watching our house burn, about the evidence we found. Noah doesn't testify. Dr. Chen says he's been through enough. The jury deliberates 8 hours. Guilty. All counts. The judge. In 30 years on the bench, I have rarely witnessed such calculated evil. This defendant didn't just murder for profit. She betrayed the most sacred bonds. She weaponized love and trust. Sentence: life without possibility of parole. Federal death penalty was considered but ultimately not pursued. Derek Walsh gets 15 years, eligible for parole in 10. 6 months later. Noah and I have built a new life from the ashes, literally. The insurance payout came through, $1.2 million for the house. I put it in a trust for Noah's future and donated $100,000 to a children's trauma center in Emily Brennan's name. We sold the Lake City plot. Too many ghosts. Bought a smaller house in Ballard, single story, all electric, no gas systems. Noah helped pick it out. He needed that control. I didn't go back to Boeing. Couldn't look at blueprints without seeing Sarah's sabotage notes. Instead, I took a teaching position at University of Washington, engineering safety and ethics. I teach students how systems fail and why engineers must anticipate malicious use. My lectures are intense. Students don't know why, don't know my story, but they learn. Noah's in 4th grade now. Therapy twice a week, once for him, once for me. Dr. Chen says his PTSD symptoms are improving. The nightmares come once a month instead of nightly. He still checks locks, needs routine, but he's healing. He plays basketball with his best friend Connor. He wants to be a civil engineer someday. Building bridges, Dad, things that connect people. He stopped himself from saying, not houses that burn, but I understood. I haven't dated. Can't imagine it. How do you trust again after this? But I'm okay. We're okay. Patricia Hayes comes over for dinner once a month. She and Noah have formed a special bond. She treats him like the hero he is. Detective Foster stops by sometimes, usually with basketball tickets for Noah. Kid saved his own life, Foster says. That deserves celebrating. 1 year after the fire, it's Noah's 9th birthday. Small party at our Ballard house. Connor and a few school friends. James Kim from Boeing, Patricia, Dr. Chen. Noah blows out candles on his dinosaur cake, surrounded by people who genuinely love him. I watch from the kitchen doorway, heart full. A year ago, we had a big house and a woman who wanted us dead. Today, we have less materially, but everything that matters. Safety, truth, love, trust. Dad? Noah appears beside me. What did you wish for? Don't need to wish. I have what I want. I pull him close. You, safe, happy, here. Thanks for believing me. His voice is soft. Always will. That's my promise. That evening, after everyone leaves, Noah and I sit on the porch. Seattle sunset paints the sky orange and pink. He's holding a letter. It arrived last week from Emily Brennan's grandmother. She found us through news coverage. Her letter thanks us. Your survival caught her. Emily can rest now. You gave us answers after 5 years of questions. She wants to meet Noah someday. He's thinking about it. Do you think about Mom? He asked quietly. Every day, I admit. Not the way I used to, but yeah. Do you hate her? I consider this carefully. I hate what she did. But hate costs energy I'd rather spend on you, on teaching, on living. Did you forgive her? No. Forgiveness means saying what she did is okay. I'll never say that. I look at him. But I let her go. There's a difference. Letting go means I won't carry the weight of her choices anymore. He processes this. So letting go is for me, not her? Exactly. You're smart, son. We sit in comfortable silence. A year ago, my 8-year-old son warned me about his mother. What happened next still haunts me. The lies, the betrayal, the realization that I shared 15 years with a predator. But haunted isn't the same as destroyed. We survived. We're healing. Every day Noah wakes safe and loved is a victory. We carry scars, but we also carry strength. Sarah Morrison, Amanda Pierce, sits in a federal prison probably planning her appeal, convinced she's still smarter than everyone. But she's wrong about one thing. She didn't win. We did. Hey, Dad. Noah's voice pulls me back. I'm glad it's just us. Me too, buddy. Me too. As darkness falls over Seattle, I lock our door. Noah checks it twice, habit now, and we settle in for the evening. Tomorrow, I teach my ethics class. Tomorrow, Noah has basketball practice. Tomorrow, we keep building our life one day at a time. The woman who tried to erase us is gone. But we're still here, still fighting, still hoping, still loving. And that, I realize as Noah falls asleep reading on the couch, is everything.